March 30th. Nighttime on the UTEP campus after the first real warm spring day in El Paso. A full moon's nightlight keeps the campus aglow near the Bears' den. Funny how even surrounded by shadow, you get the feeling the place is under a watchful eye. Next door, the Foster and Stevens Center was also peaceful after a bright, warm day, not necessarily due to the sun. Earlier, the anxiousness and anticipation inside had spun its own heat and light. And then,
I'd like to introduce our new head basketball coach, Coach Tim Floyd.
Old friends and new friends alike gave more than a welcome to UTEP's new head basketball coach. They gave him a welcome home. The feeling was mutual.
Gosh, this just feels right. It just feels right. I look around, I see so many people that I've known. And,
there has been sentiment since Floyd proved himself as a head coach that he would be the man to take over for Don Haskins. It seemed less and less likely when Floyd moved from college ball to the pros, then back to college. UTEP, too, had its own procession of heirs to the Bear, but there was a difference in bloodline. Floyd has now been there, done that, and has the T-shirt. And what is no longer as important to him was certainly important for UTEP to get him. He doesn't need the money, which is good because UTEP doesn't have a whole lot of that. Even so, what an embarrassment of riches for Athletic Director Bob Stull, a former National Coach of the Year for football in Mike Price, and a known winner and recruiter in Tim Floyd. Both came close to falling into UTEP's lap, happy to work for minor money.
There's certain points in your life where you just don't really need to even think about it, need to even discuss it. And I just said, Bob, I want to come. And we didn't talk dollars, cents, whatever. Bob, I would like to talk to you about that as soon as this is over.
But there is something more powerful moving Tim Floyd. And UTEP fans, too. It shows in the people who came to shake his hand. Former players, city leaders, even national big-timers. It showed over his shoulder as Floyd officially said hello again, acknowledging Don Haskins' influence in every job move he's ever made.
Everything that he ever told me worked out for the best. He made his decision on me needing to take the Chicago Bull job based on the fact that Michael and Scotty and Dennis Rodman and all those guys were going to be on the team. He didn't know that at that time that they were not. When I went up there, that I was going to be coaching Winkum, Blinkum, and Nod instead. But based at the time, it was the right decision. And I think about him every day, but this job that I took, I knew that I wouldn't have to call him. I knew what he would tell me, you know, come back home. And that's where we are. And
it is the pull of the familiar, that powerful sense of home. Sometimes, though, home is not the ideal you remember. Things change. For Miners fans, that's been a bad thing. Even with success, sellouts were rare. Season ticket sales dwindled. Shadows surrounded what was familiar. It kept fans away from the Don Haskins Center on so many game nights. Inside the Don, the furniture was still in the right place. But outside, fans tired of treading carefully through the dark. Who's the coach this year? What conference are they in again? An average of one new UTEP coach every 3 seasons kept Miners fans at arm's distance from a program they had known like old shoes. And so, even though UTEP's new coaches won conference championships and went to the NCAA tournament, even though the Bears legend deserved rest, El Paso has never let the sun set on the Bear. They've kept him standing vigil over the program, unwilling to let UTEP basketball go to someone else. But this is different. Mary Haskins is the queen mom of UTEP basketball. She wasn't there for Jason Rabidou's introductory press conference, or for Billy Gillespie's, Doc Sadler's, or Tony Barbie's. She was for Tim Floyd, though.
I just want everybody in El Paso to share the joy that my family and I have over Tim and Beverly coming back to El Paso. It's just awesome to me. I never dreamed it would really happen. And Don would have been thrilled to death.
Tim Floyd returns to
We'll
UTEP.
get them minors.
It couldn't have been written any better. Perhaps it was. I'm Duke Keith. That will do.